I'm Preston Lopez, and this is the Dark Interview. What I think about fame. I've been famous or popular or known, whatever you want to say it, for over 18 years. I've been on television for that long, 2 or 3 times a week or whatever. And if you're putting yourself out there, you have to deal with the consequences. That's what it is. The more and the more people see you, that you're climbing a ladder, the more they want to put you down. That's that syndrome that happens. But like I said, if you're putting yourself out there, that's the the price you have to pay. So you have to have a thick skin if you want to be popular or you want to be on TV or whatever it is. And a lot of people give up, because they weren't built for that. They just wanted to think they were going to be famous or whatever. And when people start criticizing them, they'll go into like a deep hole. And on that hand, for the haters, I always say, people criticize the famous while they sit there being anonymous. So it's a double-edged sword. This thing about stop and frisk, it is the most horrendous thing in New York City and now, all around the United States. It is so atrocious that it's killing our youth, and it's I don't even know what messages they give by somebody, an innocent person walking down the street and getting stopped and frisked. That's like so an invasion of privacy. You feel so, belittled. I mean, it happened to me a couple of times. So it is one of the worst. And that's why, you see a lot of my art with images of, injustice and some of the protests. It's not that that's all I do, but since I was affected by it, I try to bring some light to it. And I'm an older person now, so I can see the youth doing, the cops or the bad cops, because, not all of them are bad, but the ignorant ones doing these sort of illegal practices. So that's why you see some of the paintings and me and some of the protests or whatever, People, they get confused a little bit by my antics. They see me dancing in the video or acting or in a protest or acting silly or whatever, and they basically get it twisted. You know what I'm saying? They don't know where I come from, where I've been, so they kind of, they step the line. And like I'm telling you, I'm the nicest asshole you'll ever meet. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm portraying, and everything is real. I'm portraying stuff, but don't think I'm soft and don't think I'm like, whatever. Because I will fuck you up. I'm sorry, cut that shit. Cut it out. What I wish for humanity is that people would just wake the fuck up. Like, really, wake up. Like, stop wasting time on these social networking sites, posting stuff, and if you're not getting nothing out of it. Like, if you're not getting knowledge of yourself or learning how to love yourself, why would you waste time just entertaining yourself, I mean, there's a time for that, but most people just waste constant time and while they could just, pursue their own happiness. And everybody has a passion. They just are lazy enough and they don't want to find it. People are just like, they're taking drugs and medicating themselves because they're unhappy instead of finding other solutions. People wake up. Like, gay people are not pedophiles. People wake up. There's not only one religion. People wake up. You could be somebody. People wake up. Stop being dumb ass racist. You know what I'm saying? Like people are so ignorant that it's like you see all these people and they're like, you like really? That's why, I don't even waste time with procrastinators and people that are just wasting my time. People, you gotta, it's kind of hard because you really gotta learn about yourself and your self-knowledge and start loving yourself. It might sound a little soft, whatever, but really, once you love yourself and you have confidence in yourself, you don't give a fuck what people say. You know what I'm saying? You walk with your head high. You're not asking for other people's opinions because everybody has an opinion and they're going to give you their version of their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just believe in yourself and your own thoughts and your own, and be one, be yourself. Like, why you have to waste time on other stuff? Why you have to waste time on what other people think? And on that note, if you're still living, trying to impress your moms or family members, or if you still thinking about that, you will never do anything, because you can never be, it's like that. It's like people wake up. You're not gonna be Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know what I'm saying? Like be real. Everybody has a body type. Everybody comes up to me, yo, I want this, I want. This is your body type. Work with what you have. I'm working with what I have. Work with what you have. Love, like, wake up. What the, like, I don't even know how else to say it. Be enlightened. Like, the reason I've done like 2 Haiti paintings. One is called Haitian Holocaust, and if you see that painting, it's about it's about what the Dominican Republic did, 1939, whatever. It was a long time ago, to the Haitian people that were there. And people, a lot of Dominicans will come up to me, not come up to write me or whatever, and say, yo, like, really, like Haiti or whatever, why are you against it? Why you're not patriotic or whatever? That is not the stuff. People actually think that the Haitians that live in the country, they were the ones that had the war with the Dominicans in the country. And they don't know that Haiti at that time was run by the French or whatever, white people. So it's not them against, it was the government against the government. They were both white Caucasians, so they had their own stuff. So when you start being ignorant and start thinking about, oh, look what they did to us, and no, but look what they did, so that's why we're doing this to them. You're being ignorant. Learn the history first. So that's why the painting is like that. I'm not going to explain the whole thing because it's self-explanatory. If you look at the artwork, it tells you everything. It tells you the dates. It tells you what happened. But it's not like a bashing the Dominican Republic or whatever. It's just so you can learn, your past, so you can move on in your present. There's nothing. I'm Dominican. I always wanted to be like, I always wanted to be famous. I never knew how I was going to get there or what I was going to do, but I wanted to be famous. And then, later on in the years, I developed all these talents, music and singing and art and TV host or whatever, all this stuff. But then I looked back and I was like, why did I really want to be famous? Because I wasn't thinking about money or anything. And in reality, fame is really a substitute for love. Yeah, I admit it. It was true. So when people want to be famous, most of them, they just want to be loved. That's why they perform. They learn skills. They want to be in front of people, whatever, and they feel comfortable. Because that sometimes becomes your family if you didn't have one. So, through my being, it's been a little, cathartic when I do a lot of these things. And but yeah, I just said famous, but I guess I wanted to be liked. I guess everybody wants to be liked, so. I'm not really trying to start a revolution. I mean, if there's a revolution, it'll be like a revolution of love or whatever. But I'm just trying to, if I could use my voice to motivate people and move them forward, you know, I would do that. You know, there's no, you have to be kind of like born with the ability to do that. You know, some people are afraid, and I understand, but they're afraid to be rejected or be neglected. My purpose in life, I truly believe my purpose in life has been, and it still is, to enlighten people, either with the messages in my painting, my acting, music, protests, or, you know, whatever I've done. People are living too much with negativity, and they're, you know, you see them on the, you know, social networks, and they're posting images and videos of you know, of violence and, you know, or negativity. They have no intent of positivity, and no, there's no, you don't see anything that's going to enhance humanity. I mean, I believe in entertainment, of course, because I do it. People have seen, you know, hundreds of things that I've done, and it's, you know, supposed to be funny, but there's always like a message. I'm not here like to waste time on just, you know, playing skits and being a buffoon. You know, I'm not being bamboozled anymore, like they said. So, you know, at this stage in my life, that's what I've been doing. If you see the show, you know, since 1997 when I started the public access show in Manhattan, it was always, you know, me going to protests or going to this, or, you know, trying to enlighten people in some sort of way, give them some information, good information, so they could take and they could do something with it, not just, you know, being a character on television. I always believe you should use your platform. If you're not using your platform if you have this, you know, following or a lot of likes or whatever the pages are, whatever, on Twitter, Facebook or whatever, use those people to, you know, move them forward and to, you know, for a positive way. So that's the way I'm using my platform, and I always used to. And, you know, of course I got a lot of criticism, because I'll do something funny, but something serious, something funny, something serious. But if you see beneath the surface, it's always an intent, and, you know, and it's always about positivity, and it's always about how to enhance yourself and how to live a better life.